Hi, I'm Steve, and this is my new YouTube channel, and it's called Tumbler Creek Bees and More. We're coming from Tumbler Creek in southeast Oklahoma, a little town called Atoka. If you're watching this, you probably know me because I've probably been on social media and stuff begging you to come to my channel, come check out my channel. So for those of you who are doing that, thank you. I appreciate it. What is Tumbler Creek Bees and More channel? It is about a middle-aged guy and his adventures with learning to be a beekeeper and more. Probably some chickens will be involved, some vegetables will be involved, some dogs and cats and wives and kids will probably be involved, teenagers will be involved. So it's gonna be a little bit of everything, but for now, it's gonna be about beekeeping and all those ways I'm gonna mess this thing up. I'm hoping I don't kill a whole bunch of bees. I'm hoping to have honey a few months from now. We're gonna come back week by week. I hope you'll join me and check out how I'm doing. Am I making mistakes? Am I doing right? Am I doing wrong? So right now, everything that are Tumbler Creek Bees is right here in front of me. But so Tumbler Creek Bees, this is it. This is everything. Hopefully in a few years it'll be a bunch more. But right now this is it. It is it's parts of a hive. I'm gonna go through real quick what I have right now. Bee tool is a hive tool, and a top of a hive is a hive inner top, a super, a spare deep box queen excluder. We'll come to her later. We don't want to mess with that right now. But for today, what I want to show you is just kind of what we're going to start out with is when I get my bees. First thing is going to be my bottom board. It's just a cedar board with this entrance reducer. That way when I put the bees in and they're not very strong yet, the colony's not very strong, they can protect themselves because there's just a little bitty hole there at the bottom. My brooding box. My brooding box has 10 frames in there. They're black frames. I was wondering what they were about. Why are these black and the other one's white? Here's the deal. When the queen starts laying eggs on these things, it's a whole lot easier to see against a black background. And for a beginner like me, a rookie like me, I need all the help I can get. So the black background is way to go. They're covered in beeswax. Too bad you don't have scratch and sniff because you could see it, if you could smell it. If not, it smells kind of cool. My whole house smells like it. Anyway, there's 10 of those in there. And if you'll look, it's a hollow bottom. There's no bottom or top to this, it's just hollow. That way the bees can go in their merry little ways and they can come right down through the little opening and come up into here. There's a feeder. Because they're a young colony, they just got shipped to me. They've got to eat, and because there's not much pollen yet, still pretty early in the spring, and they don't have much to eat. So what I'm going to do is fill this little thing full of lots of sugar water, and I'm going to put it right on top. Remember, they can start at the bottom, work their way up, and they can drink that sugar water. They'll go right up through, can you see that? A slit in the bottom. And they'll go through the slit in the bottom, come up inside here. They'll work their way down here, get to the sugar water and eat, and go right back down into their hive and do their business. And then I've got the top. I'll put that right back on top. So that's pretty much us. That is Tumbler Creek Bees. I'm probably the only channel on YouTube that is advertising as a bee company with no bees. I've got 0 bees in a hive right now. That's gonna change in about 12 hours. Next time you see me, I'm gonna be suited up in the awesome, cool suit. It's not that cool according to my kids. And I'm gonna be dumping about 10 or 12,000 bees into this box. We'll see what happens then. So like I said, the next time you saw me, we're gonna be out here with these stars of the show. You're witnessing the birth of Tumbler Creek Bees and More. We're actually gonna be a bee place with bees in a hive. Hopefully they'll stay there. So I've got the guys here and the girls here. This is my first time, so who knows what's gonna happen. But let me go back here to the hive and let's get things started. First thing I'm gonna do is be very careful. I'm gonna take about four of these frames out of the box here. I just wanna have everything ready, so in case I have to go running, sprinting from a swarm of bees, I'll be ready. But these are Italian bees. They're pretty gentle is what I've been told. We're about to find out. Yeah. All right, I'm back with my handy dandy squirt bottle full of sugar water, and that's the first thing I want to do. I want to keep these guys busy. So I'm gonna spray them down pretty good with some sugar water. What that does is it keeps them busy. It kind of glues them to each other, but not really. It makes them clean each other off. So they'll stick together. They won't be near wanting to fly around so much. Get them on the other side, just squirt them down real good with some water. The sugar water, hopefully it'll do the trick. Now you see them all hanging at the top. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but they're all kind of hanging on the top except for some dead ones at the bottom. And what I want to do is get them off the top so I can work them a little bit. Just like that. And I'm going to spray them a little bit more with some water. I'm going to work my way without trying to break this thing. Kind of work this loose. We're really not past the moment of no return yet because there's still a syrup can that they've been eating on. Right here, from what I'm told, this is the hard part to get out. Well, we're about to find out. But it wasn't too awfully hard, was it? I'm gonna get that out. Oh, a couple bees stuck to it. Just shake them right down there. Boy, they've ate about all they have. No wonder they've been getting hungry. Queen out of here. Squish any bees in the process. They've been through enough the last couple days already. Traveling from North Carolina. Andy, these are some of your home state guys. Put that back on while I pull her out. Anyway, so I'm gonna put her in here. Come around here. Oh, I can't put her in there until I take her cork off. You'll see there's candy at one end. And that is for the bees to get her out. Queen box here, and I'm gonna put her right in here. I'm gonna put her up. There's a couple other bees in there with her. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put her, the candy side up. That way if those bees happen to die in the next day or two, they'll drop down and they won't block her entrance. I think we've got a few other bees. They smell this queen. I think we got some bees attracted to the queen that are coming from the outside, smelling her out. Got the queen in there. She is ready to go. Now the moment of truth. Now I'm going to spray them down just a little bit more. These dudes and girls are ready to come out. I'm going to give them a little bounce. Ooh. And away we go. That's a lot of bees. I'm not near as talented at this as some of the people I've seen. I can get almost all of them out because I don't have near all of them out. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this thing right here. I'm just going to set it right here toward the front of the hive where they can find their way in over the next day or two. Boy, you should hear that buzzing. It sounds cool. Spread them out a little bit. They're all just, I don't want to squish any of them. It has fallen down. I'm going to have to pick her back up, get her where she needs to be. Look at that already. Boy, look at them gathered around the queen already. They've already found her. I think we're gonna be okay there. Boy, they are active. I can hear them buzzing like crazy. That's a beautiful sound. So I'm gonna set this as gently as I can sideways, and I'm gonna slide it over, hopefully sliding them off instead of squishing them if they're in between there and the top. Now the part that makes me nervous is putting this in there, putting the sugar water in the feeder. This top thing is a feeder, and I sure don't want to drown any bees in the process. I'm going to put about a gallon of, I already got one in there. We're going to drown a couple, I'm sure. I'm going to come back later on this afternoon and see if they're using the feeder. Oh, look.
He escaped.
Look at him. Look at them already coming up through the feeder. Maybe they'll find their way down there. Let me get this on real quick. I'm going to put the top on. Weight that down so the wind doesn't blow it over. Let them be bees. Hopefully in the next few days they're going to be eating a lot of that sugar water. They're going to eat that candy that Eli said tastes like confectioner sugar and water. He tasted it, yes. They'll eat that all gone. They'll let the queen out, and next time I come out here and open that hive, she will start laying eggs. That's the goal. In about a week from today, I'm going to come back and see what happens. Thanks for checking out Tumbler Creek Bees and More. See you next week.